Hi there. Here I am in Holland, a beautiful fall day in golden October in Europe. And it's green as well. How about that? Now, we're continuing on with my series called Competitive Nature. And it's about predicting, as best we can, of course, about great sporting events using my nature cards, my green cards, green wisdom cards, my wild cards here in the wild, to take a look at what Mother Nature has to say about our great sporting events. And so, just to get you up to speed, I took a look at the last playoff games for the two teams to get into the World Series of baseball, the Major League Baseball. Okay, and one of the division playoffs was between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Francisco Giants, and the Giants were the brain card, and the Giants actually did beat the Cardinals. And so the Cardinal card, they had the breath card. So the brain trumped the breath. You gotta laugh at some of this. It's very kind of provocative. Really, which comes first, the cart or the wheel? The cart or the wheel? Is it the brain or the breath? We need the brain or the breath, the brain, da da da. But anyway, the brain won, and the Giants also had the flying geese, was another one of their cards, their animal totem, whereas the Cardinals were the moonwolves, who really took care of the little puppy dogs called the Atlanta Braves, which was actually one of the cards in the deck called the dogs. So the moonwolf, the Uber dog, actually went down to the San Francisco geese. That's an interesting call. Again, here's this geese flying, and here's this wolf on the ground, four-legged. Interesting. Interesting to take a look at that. So anyway, here we go with the American League playoffs and that was a 7-game series between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Now, the Detroit Tigers is the star team, which is a star card in Voyager. I know this is all backwards, and I should have my mirror. I should be Da Vinci, I guess, but whatever. Anyway, it's a stars, and the Detroit Tigers are full of stars. They are baseball stars. They are a star-loaded team, star-driven team. They are a star team. Okay. Whereas the Yankees in the playoffs was the sunset. The sunset. And I correctly predicted this. I did. I really did. That the Yankees were going to just walk off into the sunset, old, worn losers. And that's what happened. They were dominated by the stars because the sunset getting old and just walking away. And actually, with the Cardinal Giants series, I didn't actually predict a winner. But I did predict correctly because it was such a close series. I did predict that it would go 7 games. The total amount has to go. Each team had won 3 games, and the winner of the 7th game goes to the World Series. And the Flying Geese did prevail. Anyway, I did predict it would be a 7-game series, and it indeed was. But let's, in any event, what we have here for the Giants, San Francisco Giants baseball team, okay, are the Flying Geese and the Brain, okay, and we have for the Detroit Tigers the Star team. So let's kind of get up to speed because this series is going to start in a day or two, probably in a day. And so I want to pick a card. I definitely need to pick a card for another card for the Detroit Tigers. I have 2 for the Giants, 1 only for the Tigers. So here are the cards. I don't, I do these face down. I have no idea. There's 101 of these cards. Actually, there'll be 98 now since I have 3 of them out. So here are the Detroit Tigers, and I actually got 2 cards. So the Detroit Tigers in the World Series is Spring Birth, which is the egg, okay, which is a breakout and a breakthrough. I mean, I can't remember the last time that the Detroits were in the World Series and when they won. So this would be kind of a new renewal and kind of a renewal for the city, if you will. The other card, wow, the man card. This is a man with vision and manifesting a vision, making a dream come true. So, wow, I guess the egg is this new energy. But I must say, the egg card I did was the San Francisco Giant, excuse me, the San Francisco 49er football team. Their card last week, and they got totally dominated by the New York Football Giants, who had the mountain card, a mountain of force. And I thought, well, maybe it's a giant breakout and breakthrough the 49er breakthrough. It was not to be. It got stomped by the mountain. So, anyway, Detroit's got this card. They're fresh. I must say their series did not go 7 games. They dominated the Yankees easily. So they've been kind of relaxing and getting rested and restored. So in a way, they are fresher. There is no doubt about it. And so here we are with the Giants, still with the brain and the flying geese, and they just struggle to win a 7-game series. They're probably a little bit tired, although geese can go and go and go when they start flying. But let me pick another card here for the Giants. We went 3. We have the Star, Spring Birth, and the Man, Imagination, Vision into Manifestation, which is a very, very powerful card here, a quality that we have. It's manifestation aspect. I see it, and if I feel it, I can be it. That's the nature of that card, the magic of manifestation, basically. Okay, so here we are, the Giants. Let me pick another card for the Giants, the San Francisco Giants. I'm going to get this card here, and the card is, what is it? Wow, the Rock. Now that is very interesting. Boy, rocks are rock hard, rock stable, steadfast, steady. This is not a team that's going to cave. I want to say, I just remembered about the brain card for the Giants. One of the actual baseball player quotes after the game, I just read on yahoosports.com. My time is different here from Holland to California. Anyway, one of the Giants players said, "We are a very intelligent team." Duh, there we go. Of course they're intelligent, the brain team. Now, and they're also the stone team here. So you're going to look at, wow, to take a comparison of this. I mean, you kind of take the brain and the man visualizing and forming something into form after the picture. It's kind of a brain thing. I think that's a little bit of a toss-up, although the brain is insane. It's the universe. Then we're going to take wow, this is interesting. We're going to take a look. The spring birth card is also a duck coming out of an egg. Well, what's interesting, the Giants have already the duck out of the geese flying out of the egg and fully mature, fully adult, and in its power. So that's kind of interesting to see. I would, literally, you take the geese probably over the little fledgling coming out of the egg. Uh, Boy, I just went on a canal boat ride today here in Holland, and I got to tell you, there were lots of ducks, so some synchronicity there. And then if we look at the Star versus the Rock, both very, very formidable, incredibly formidable. I'm liking the fact that the Giants are the Rock. They're rock hard. But I'll tell you, this Detroit team is got some real superpowers. I mean, I really like these two cards, the Star and the Visualizer. I'm not impressed with their little egg card. That's a little bit of inexperience, but I don't think experience plays so much. But the Giants have been through a lot of heavy games in the last several years, won the World Series 2 years ago. So they are rock hard, and they are intelligent, and they're on some kind of a strange roll. They've come back from these 2 series. They were down 2-0. They won 3-2. They were down in this series of the Cardinals 3-1. They went 4-3. So, they're a comeback team. It ain't over till it's over. At this point, I'm going to pick Detroit. I think they are fresher. I think they have more inspiration. But the Giants are mystical. I mean, there's something going on there that is just fantastical. And you can't really bet on that dimension of mystery. They feel maybe destined, the fact that they've come back, that they are a destined team. And, talent counts. We all know that. But destiny does too. There's nothing like inspiration. Although, and as I say, inspiration, here's Detroit with the star card that's called inspiration. So they are on a mission themselves. They are inspired and they are fresher. And they've got stars. The Giants, I can't even. I follow them sort of, and I don't even know who's on their team anymore, hardly, except for their pitching staff. So I'll probably give the edge. I'm going to go 7 games. I'm going to give the edge to Detroit. I don't particularly like to say that. I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, so it's not where my heart is. But as a fortune teller, predictor, try and be balanced, and see the truth. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I do believe in 7 games, Detroit wins. Well, there you go, sports fans, nature fans, people who are interested in the odd and weird. So anyway, we shall see. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.